ASMR style.
Yeah. This is one of my favorite drafts. Hang on.
Oh my god. Yep. All right. Are we ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
I'm going to start in Portuguese if that's okay.
Yeah. No. All right.
E aí, galera, Lara aqui do estúdio da LEC em Berlim, junto ao coach da SK Gaming, Simon Swiffer. I don't remember your last name, but we're friends, so that's okay.
Yeah, that's worse, but okay.
Okay, all right. Simon, you just beat G2. It seems like SK always manages to beat G2. How come?
I think it's probably a mixture of things, right? It doesn't happen every time, so it's not a given.
Right.
But I think it's maybe also considering like our first week, maybe they put a lot of focus into like the other matches that they had this weekend.
You mean that they thought SK Gaming couldn't beat them?
No, I think when you go into a weekend, especially when you play 3 games, it's like you have to pick which teams you're putting the most effort into beating, right? And I think probably the base level of G2, I don't know how much preparation they've done, so I can't speak to it. But I think they had a lot of confidence from the first week. I think they looked at our games and they thought we were relatively shaky, and probably decent results in scrims and everything like that. So I think we probably surprised them with a couple of things that we did in the game, and maybe in the draft. So I think that was, and we basically played like we had nothing to lose. Like you should have heard Certus just before we went on game. That guy gave this just such an inspirational speech to everyone before we went on, and he was just creme, I think, and then no one played with any fear.
All right. I'm very glad to hear it was a banger game to watch. No, it's okay. It's okay to ramble. I know it's very exciting to beat a team like G2, especially given that they are looking really good right now. Right off the bat, they were kicking everyone's behinds, right?
Absolutely.
And SK was not. Why do you think that is?
We have very inexperienced players. I think the person that has the most experience on our team on the LEC stage is Markoon, and he's been in it for a year and a bit now.
It's crazy to think that it's that little. I, for some reason, thought he was in for so much more.
Yeah, he's the most experienced person on our team, and he's 20 years old.
Yeah, right.
So it's nerves. It's people adjusting to their new roles. It's a lot of these players that we're playing up against are people that our players have looked up to for a really long time, and I think to kind of overcome that is a journey in itself. And I'm just happy that we're making steps to improve that.
All right. And lastly, let's talk a little bit about challengers queues, something that pro players have been asking for a very long time. I was actually checking out some stats on Twitter, and Express posted a chart with how many players per team were playing, challengers queue. And the teams that were at the bottom were the teams that were spending the most time in challengers queue. Do you think that people are taking challengers queue as something that is more serious than solo queue? Do you think that it's actually improving the practice? Do you think that maybe the teams that were behind are playing it because they're trying to make up for that time? How do you feel about it?
I think our players kind of just view it as a superior substitute to solo queue, and they're not putting more time into practicing on their own or anything like that. But I think they just kind of love the game, so they would just be putting the time to solo queue anyway. But now that Challengers queue is out, and I mean, they're all very vocal, so they love the communication aspect of it as well. I think that they've just taken a real liking to it, and it's actually really nice to see. So
yeah. You're proud?
I'm more proud of other things, but sure, I'm proud of that. Yeah, okay, yeah, true, yeah.
That's fair. All right, Simon, thank you very much, and I guess I'll see you next time. Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Thanks
Keep
for
winning,
having me.
please. Yes. All right. Bye. See ya.